go, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see if this fight can keep the momentum that we've had so far with the first two bouts.
2 undefeated fighters tonight coming in here, like we've mentioned, though. Someone got to lose the O, but someone will reign superior.
Hey, this is a big step up for one guy, and this just a small bump in the road for the other.
This is a learning experience for the other. Kicks early, good blows.
Wes Armstrong was trying to push the pace. Michael comes back with a great takedown across the cage.
Yeah, he set that takedown up off of one of those naked leg kicks that Wes threw. And you see him immediately trying to work to the back. If he can slide that near side hook and he can control him.
And he came over top, dumped him.
That was a good.
Yeah, you need to be able to secure that position.
If he takes the arm and does something with it there.
A bit of a cop lock, for a better term.
Really awkward position here.
Very.
You know, he's looking for a takedown.
Pile driver coming,
but he's trying to plug out the leg. He has no power in his left arm, so this is kind of ineffective. Wes really just needs to shove his head between his legs, and he's disengaging.
I agree with backing out like that, the position you're in.
Yes, and Wes needs to work that jab. That was a good strike, but when he's throwing those naked leg kicks, he's leaving himself open to getting countered with straight right hands.
Armstrong's coming in with really good shots also. He just needs to watch that takedown.
Another battle against the cage.
Nice knee coming from Wes here. Lets him off the cage, comes back to the middle.
And Wes has the advantage in space. I'd like to see him keep it, especially with those hands.
Ooh, stung him.
Yep. But
Henderson got the leg. We'll see if he wants to finish
this is the second time a kick has been grabbed.
Good trip.
And it's the second time he's ended up on his back because of it in a bad spot.
Ends up obtaining side mount here. See what he can do with it.
It's a little tougher position for Wes to get off of. He's got his side against the cage now. I'd like to see Henderson pull him off the cage a little bit. Even if he just goes back into half guard, that's a good spot to just kind of pick up some damage from.
I would like to see him maybe pressure him into the cage, maybe stand up and try to land some good blows.
What I love here is Wes is having great wrist control from the bottom, making sure he cannot use his right arm to keep moving up through, but he did get side mount again.
Yeah, if Wes needs to start looking for a right hand underhook now. He's almost put up a bit of an octopus guard position, which if people counter it can take you to their back. I don't necessarily like going for the seatbelt before I get my boots in. He may end up getting shaken off again like he did previously.
Wes doing a great job getting to his feet, though, and keeping wrist control.
He really is. This is a position you want to see some wrestling tilts on Henderson's end, trying to collapse below the thigh or the hips. And just when you see that C posture, it's a lot more difficult to get people down. Good guard retention for Armstrong here. He'll probably end up with the round off his back.
Keep working here, Mike. Keep working.
His wrestling's really getting to Armstrong here.
Yeah, if Wes's coach had come in there and been telling him stop throwing those blind kicks with hiding it behind nothing, second round may look a lot different here.
Yeah, and that's been the real issue. He's been winning the striking exchanges when he stayed at range, but he throws a lot of those naked body kicks, naked low kicks with his right leg, and he's getting countered there. Whether it's with a takedown or big straight shots down the middle, that's really been his only problem. And that second time he really ended up in a bad position.
Yeah, and they're becoming predictable too. He was able to catch it and make something happen with it with the trip.
I think one of the most challenging things as a beginning MMA fighter tends to be understanding distance and where you are at in the cage. And you can see it a few times here. You'll watch Armstrong pressure him in and be at a good distance where he's landing at the end of his punches, and then he gets a little too tight, and that's when you'll see Michael start looking to grab him, control him, turn him, and change the tide. So a good job for Michael, really not letting that distance stay where it is, close the space, get him to the ground, and go to a spot where he clearly has a large advantage. Excuse me.
I agree.
Weight division here.
Oh yeah, that
much in his advantage and keep the game plan together here.
I would like to see Armstrong keep his distance, keep winning with the striking, and avoid those takedowns.
Catches him with a right hook.
Yeah.
Good hard shots, hard hooks.
It stung him good. West definitely not moving his head right now.
No,
walking
he's just
forward,
blindly throwing at this point. big
They
looping
came to really
strikes.
start this round 2 with some
Relentless.
fire.
Caught him with another. Coming in with the right. There we go. We got some separation. Looks like Wes may have blinking his eye really bad. It's starting to close up a little bit.
Yeah, he's eating a lot of those left hooks. He eats another right hand there.
Oh!
Did not expect
A
that.
beautiful foot sweep from Wes right into mount. Pulled that bag of tricks out of there.
What a change of this fight right now. Wes Armstrong gets a takedown, ends up in full mount.
So let's see what he does here. See if he
Beautiful
wants to,
position. Let's work to bring those knees up to the armpits if we can.
Yeah, see if you can maintain, get his guard back, or maybe try to spin out and get out of this position.
Yeah, he can't have both of his knees bent there. If Wes is going to recognize that, he's just going to cross his feet, especially if he tries to bridge from there. He can just cross his feet and just start punching him from there. It's really difficult to get a heavyweight up from this position, and he's just climbing that higher and higher.
And you can see he's just smothering his face. There's not much air there at all.
He's going to look to split either his right or his left leg.
He could possibly submit him this way.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't really have the arm triangle set up. He could if he starts walking that left hand, but he's certainly in a position where if he wants to posture up and start
There we
punching,
go.
he can.
Oh, he
That
got
heavy
off
shot.
balance here.
Yeah.
Or is he going to give up his back?
But he goes to that handcuff position on the far side, that right hand. A good control spot if he can actually get it. He flattens him back to the mat. And another wrist ride. Obviously made famous by Khabib.
There we go. Wes Armstrong comes up on top during the scramble.
Yeah, not maintaining your position and just getting them caught and reversed.
Yeah, and he was in a good position there. He just, a slight mistake as he went to hit that chair sit and ended up just allowing him to turn from there and
This
end
has
up on top.
This has been a lot of back and forth action here.
It has.
It's been awesome.
And I think we've seen on the ground the guy on top has the advantage. Tends to be the thing with heavyweights. And we're back to our feet.
Here we go. Wes hunting him down. Got him up against the cage. Ducks a hard right.
Almost knocked himself out on Michael's hip, too.
These two are laying it all down on the line here at the end of round 2. 10 seconds to go.
Tell you what, whatever pace we had in that first round, it's been tripled in this one.
Oh, so much heart with both of them. You can see
Wes
it.
Armstrong coming in again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a second round we got by both of these gentlemen here.
A massive mouse on the right eye of Wes Armstrong.
That eye might be a little worrisome when
Some of the action here. Foot sweep from Wes Armstrong allowed him to step right into mount. Tough round to score, but very smart work by the corner, applying ice to that swollen eye.
yeah, like you said, no matter what, you always say, "Oh yeah, I can see through it." That's exactly what I would do.
As you notice, everybody who stepped in this cage, they're all wild men and women.
Yes.
And we're all here for a reason. So.
We'll push it past the limits than most normal average people.
Doesn't seem to be affecting Wes too much. He got it pretty early in the round and had a lot of success afterwards. But if you are his corner, you gotta stick that right hand to your face.
And also, I noticed from the last round, they both got advantageous positions on top, but then kind of didn't know what to do with it and put themselves in bad positions. But once that weight starts shifting, it's going here in heavyweight.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of weight to be carrying around.
One of the big things I think you hear in Day 1 Jiu-Jitsu is to airplane out. And that would have helped.
Let's get
especially
loud for
Wes.
round 3. Closing up the cage here for round 3.
I am impressed that the doctor didn't want to look at that eye.
It's covered up for some eyes. See, I don't need to
Yep.
see nothing.
See how this cardio holds up in the third round. They push a hard pace for
Comes out
heavyweights.
with a takedown.
Right into a front headlock.
Good knee work.
Look for another foot sweep from this position.
He's leaning into it really hard right now.
Yeah, and that is based,
Ooh.
I think you saw Henderson, a beautiful teep from Armstrong there. Boy, those take a lot of wind out of you, especially if you are not braced for it. When you don't expect it.
I like Armstrong keeping his distance a little bit.
Yeah, he's still
He's
got
working
great
for him.
movement right now at the distance. As you just saw, he ducked that punch and then came back in. That eye's really not affecting him too much right now on the feet.
No, he's doing a good job of feeding underhooks once he gets his leg touch. It's really preventing. And a good lat drop attempt. The downside with lat drops is if you don't get it, you end up flat on your back. And that's where we are in a short amateur fight. There's 3 minutes. This isn't 5.
It's so impressive how he moves, even as a heavyweight. He's moving real fluently.
Yeah, because he dropped the weight right underneath of him, and he didn't move. He caught himself fully, switched the angle, came around up, and ended up on top.
Yeah, now he's in half guard. A very good MMA position. He's got good shoulder pressure. I'd like to see him with that crossface try to turn that chin towards his right hand. He can start teeing him off.
It's like he almost has his knee out.
Yeah, if he can just clear this to 3/4 mounts. MMA, we're not getting points for our mount, so it doesn't really matter whether we get our foot out or there. It's still a pretty decent position to just start chewing people out from. I'd be more working to bring this right arm across my body so I can start feeding to his back.
I mean, it is late in the third round. He's going for the finish. Here we go, ladies.
Yeah.
Here we go. The ref was taking a quick, close look right there.
I like how he was isolating that arm and able to get the heavy shots off.
Yeah, Henderson made a bit of a mistake there. He had his left arm still tied, or his right arm still tied behind the back, and he was letting West control his right arm. It looks like he's almost about to do that again, and this is what's leading him getting smoked in the face here.
He just had no answer. And this late in the third round at heavyweight, it's all up to see if West wants to dig deep and try to go for this finish.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be end of the third round.
No, it's a tough spot for Michael. You know, short time, they're probably not going to stand you up, especially from a dominant position like 3/4 mount. Holding onto the head doesn't really do a ton. Neither does spending 45 seconds to retain guard. You know, you want to look to get frames down low. Don't let him isolate that right arm.
Especially when it seems like such a close fight so far from what we've seen in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
West trying to posture up here, starting to rain down bombs.
Yeah. He's got 10 seconds. Good buck. We need to see if he can sneak out the back door, but he looks like he's more content to hold on. Probably see how that second round is scored, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the determinant on which way this goes.
I'm thankful I'm not a judge when it comes to rounds like that.
What a performance from both of these gentlemen tonight. Leaving it up to the judges, though. It was close enough. Okay, I ain't got to put the points on this one.
First fight to go the distance also.
Yeah, we first decision coming up. Watch some highlights from this third round, and that's where he managed to control the left hand with his own left hand while that right arm was tied behind his back. Get some good ground and pound there. A real shift right in the middle of that second round. Once West